let us turn our thoughts today to Martin Luther King and recognize that there are times between us, all men and women. Okay,
and we're ready. And
okay, welcome to Song and Rants number 8, I think. I have here in my bedroom.
Sadly, not the first time.
Joshua Smith, my good friend, and is an amazing songwriter. Josh, you are, I think you know more songs off by heart than any other person I know. It'd be
Ari's,
you and Ari would be a.
We've battled it out a few times.
Like hundreds.
Yeah. Oh,
hundreds.
Yeah.
But I love you, first of all. I think you're just...
Love you too, brother.
You're such a sweet, soulful, like super honest. I love when you have a little too much scotch, because then you get your who is it? Linus.
Yes,
out.
Linus.
You're
my drunk alter ego.
Your alter ego is so good. But recently you just came out with this album. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk a little bit about that. And ironically, I just actually had someone, a friend of mine, say, kind of have a request for these Song and Rants. It's like, why don't you talk about grief? Mm-hmm. And you just came out with this album. Tell me really quickly what the album is about and what it means to you.
Basically, just a week ago, pretty much a week ago, was the 1 year anniversary of my dad passing. Just kind of suddenly out of nowhere, really. Like, it wasn't like we weren't ready for it or anything like that. So kind of threw us all off guard a bit there. And so when he did pass, we basically my go-to is to always explain and express myself in song. So I just kind of went right to my notepad and started writing my feelings out, and just in poetry and just scattered thoughts. And it's my first time kind of really losing someone really close. This is my dad, so it's kind of this, and he's been a huge part of why I'm even doing music at all.
I love it. You posted something on F-Book here not too long ago, and it totally caught my eye. I want to read it. Mm-hmm. But it kind of goes along with actually something my mom gave me, this little quote. It said, "Grief is the price of love."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I love that.
But you posted this, and this is I wanna just get you to dig into this a little bit. It says, "Grief, I've learned, is really just love. It's all the love you want to give but cannot. All that unspent love gathers in the corners of your eyes, the lump in your throat." Tell me about that.
Grief is just love with nowhere to go, right?
Oh, man.
That's what I've learned as well, for sure. That's a great quote. And it is. For me, that encapsulated, because I have all this love, especially when it's an unexpected death. Like, you're not planning on it, so you don't get to... I mean, luckily the last thing I said to my dad was, "I love you," but on the phone, like I was at a show in between sets, and I was like, "Hey Dad, love you," and then the next day he was gone. So it's like, so there is all this unspent love, and even in my song "Waiting on the Day," which we'll do later, but I talk about all the things I never got to tell you. Like, of course, with love or with anything that you wish you'd go back and do again, there's lots of love that I hadn't got to give my dad. But
what would you say is the gift of loss? Is there a gift?
I think so, because it makes me, I think the gift for me is it makes me think deeper about death and the afterlife, and it makes you really appreciate those times that you had with that person, right? So with my dad, I think extra fondly now on all the times that we rode in the car listening to James Taylor records or whatever, just record shopping or just going out for coffee. Like, you think everything's has a different a warmer lens.
What's changed about you since losing your dad? As your grief process?
Yeah, I would say more emotional. I would say I'm just more aware of other people who have lost as well. Like, you know, like they say, you know, you don't realize, you know, you buy a blue car and then you notice blue cars all over the place, right? Kind of thing. Like, same thing with, I think with death, like you realize it's kind of like when, after my dad died, his really good friend, Dave Marshall, came up to me and was like, hey man, cause he lost his dad too. He's like, hey man, like, welcome to the Dead Dads Club. Like, wow. You know, like he lost his dad suddenly too, you know, just kind of, and I was like, yeah, right. Like, it's kind of that, it's like not just dads, but just if you've lost someone really close to you, you're kind of part of this, like this other side of humanity, that this other realm now.
Interesting. It's almost like a VW or the Jeep, you know, the VW club or the Jeep Wave club or the...
Yeah. So it's just, you know, I notice, and not that I didn't have sympathy for people before, but you have just a different level and depth of sympathy and understanding.
What's the key to really grieving well?
I think like anything that you have to get past, you have to go straight through it. Don't bottle up or stuff down the emotions. If you have a whole day where you're just bawling your eyes out, just live in it and do it. Just, you know, if you're angry one day, it's okay. Just be really angry and just don't stuff it all down. I would say go right through it.
You gonna play a tune off your new record?
Yeah. So this one's called "Waiting on the Day," and it started like all the songs on the record, just about a song to my dad. Just I'm waiting on the day till I can see you again. Yeah.
Beauty.
So, but anyway, this one's called "Waiting on the Day." 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm waiting on the day when all this goes away and I can finally hold you in my arms again. When memories are good and your name doesn't sting and every thought of you isn't there with pain. I'm waiting on the day when a certain kind of light creeps in through the window and I start to smile, 'cause it's been so long since I saw the sun. The emptiness is thick and it lingers on. So I hold on, time is so correct, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. In this old song, I'll keep it in my chest, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. Well, I'm waiting on the day when I can finally say all the things I never got to tell you. Like I believe in you and get out of your head, and you can do whatever that you want to. So I hold on, time is so correct, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. In this old song, I'll keep it in my chest, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. So I hold on, time is so correct, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. In this old song, I'll keep it in my
my chest, 'cause I can't wait to hold you in my arms again. I'm waiting on the day when all this goes away and I can finally hold you in my arms again.
Ah, it's a beauty. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah.